There's 3 things you got to do if you want to get clients daily into your high ticket coaching program. Welcome back to ilctv. My name is Ryan McMorris, your host and your client enrollment specialist for today. We opened our first coaching business in 2015 and took on our first client, and we have gone through every struggle you could possibly imagine when it comes to client acquisition. And over the years, we've learned a ton of stuff. So I'm going to tell you how we enroll clients today. I'm going to tell you the things that have worked for us in the past. I'm also going to tell you how we've enrolled one-on-one clients, group clients, membership clients, subscription-based clients, everything. 3 steps. Let's go. Now, before we go into those 3 things, got a couple things of like housekeeping things, right? First of all, client acquisition, especially high ticket client acquisition, is way different than selling like a low ticket course. All right. It's different than selling like a $27 mini course, $100 mini course, even up to $500 or $1,000. It's much different when you're asking people for $3,000, $5,000, $20,000, $50,000 tickets to perform your coaching, your services. It's a little different. Typically, the rule of thumb is if they're paying over $2,000, that probably yields a phone call. Okay. Now, I know you may be thinking, maybe I don't want to do phone calls. Stay to the end of this video and I'm going to go into part 3. I'm not even going to get into it. Okay. I'll wait. Okay. But that does lead me to my next point. Okay. It's easier to sell high ticket coaching on the phone. Okay. If you want to get a client today, if you came up to me and said, Ryan, how can I get a client today? I'm going to say, book a call today. And then I can show you what to do and show you how to perform that call. That way you actually close a client. You cool with that? You're probably going to be like, oh yeah, let's do this thing. You know what I'm saying? So these 3 things are really how to position yourself every single day so you can get quality leads, so you can have quality conversations that book quality calls that don't waste your time, and they lead to high ticket sales. Is everybody cool with that? Yeah, you cool with that? All right, let's get into number 1. Number 1 is you need to have a clear and irresistible offer that people will be dumb to refuse. Your offer needs to be legit. The biggest mistake that we see with high ticket coaches is you want to sell at high prices, but then when we review your offer, the offer's boo-boo. It looks like, it's just ew, icky, gross. You're like, damn, nobody's going to pay for that. Nobody's going to pay for that. So let's break down. What's a good offer look like? First thing a good offer looks like is it's got a clear promise. There's a clear end result. I can't tell you how many times we talk to coaches that show up to our lives, our training, and we say, okay, what's your big promise? And they're saying, you know what? I'm going to help you find your purpose. I'm going to help you get self-develop. And it's like, that's not a good, clear promise. Tell me the end result. Tell me the tangible result that you're going to get me. Now, I know most people, they don't want to overpromise. You're always taught under-promise, over-deliver, right? In coaching, you have to over-promise and over-deliver. That's what I'm talking about. You saw it on the screen, didn't you? Over-promise and over-deliver. So get used to telling what your big promise is. Matter of fact, tell us what's your big promise. What can you help someone get to? What's the end result that you are going to help someone get to? And if you leave it there, if we feel like it could be better, okay, we'll coach you up. The second thing when it comes to having an irresistible offer is your unique framework. Your 3 steps that's different and sets you apart from everybody else in the marketplace that's competing with you, okay? So what are your 3 steps? Now, typically, if someone wants to buy from you, they're going to be like, okay, that's your big promise. And when they hear your clear big promise, a lot of people in their mind, they're asking themselves, how? How are you going to get me there? That's where your framework comes in. The third part of your big promise is how you pitch it. Most people really aren't very good at knowing how to pitch their offer. And that's what we do. We help you to not just develop a clear promise. We don't help you. We just develop a framework and the components of that offer so it actually sells at the price you want, but knowing how to pitch that offer. Now, if you're thinking like, all right, first step to getting clients daily is having a good offer. All right, cool. But if you don't know your niche, if you don't know your avatar, which if you need help with that, there's a video right here that goes into how to niche the right way, how to find your ideal customer avatar so you can create this offer. Number two, creating a consistent spike launch plan. Now you're like, oh, Ryan, what? Oh, come frere, mon frere. What's a spike launch plan? Well, I'm gonna tell you, a spike launch plan is where you launch every 6 weeks. Every 6 weeks, you're gonna say, all right, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna sell hard. I'm gonna sell the right way, but I'm gonna let people know that I can solve their problem and there's an offer that we have on the table to help you solve that problem. Amen for spike launches. So when we do these spike launches, what's happening is I'm constantly building my audience, which is number one of the launch process. I'm building my audience every single day. I'm adding 10 people, 20 people either to my Facebook group or 10 YouTube subscribers or 15 followers a day. I'm making sure that my audience is growing. I'm adding people to my email list every single day. All right, so that's number one. Make sure that your audience is growing. And then number two is we're creating content. We're engaging with that audience every day for 2 to 6 weeks. When you hit that 6-week mark, that's where we're gonna say, you know what? Let's go sell to them. Let's let them know that I've got that offer that we talked about in number one. Here it is. Here it is. It's revealed. Here you go. The offer. And then after you do your spike launch, not going to go into the details of how to do a spike launch, but what happens is it creates an immediate increase in your sales every 6 weeks. Now, you're still semi-selling in the 6 weeks. So you're doing soft selling. So you're still making money over that 6 weeks. And then you're going to create this spike at the 6-week mark. And then you're going to do another soft selling for 6 weeks. Now, the spike actually creates a lot of momentum. So all the people that don't buy during your spike week will likely buy during your soft sell 6-week content plan. There you go. So you got your offer, you got a launch plan, and number three is you have to make sure that what you're doing, if you want daily client acquisition, is what you're doing scalable. Now, here at ILCU, we teach something what we call the one masterclass method, okay? Just like I said before, the easiest way, if you want to make a sale today, is hopping on the phone, all right? We actually have a script that you can download to hop on the phone, close a sale, boom, boom, boom. This is the script that we use and we teach everybody when it comes to sales. Click that video if you want to watch that, all right? But at the end of the day, is what you're doing scalable? The one masterclass method, what that means is if you're acquiring clients today from phone calls, that's the first level. So boom, number one is phone calls. We want to take those phone calls and the information on those calls, and then we want to turn that into the right content for our audience. So if you're connecting with people on the phone, they're giving you information, and that information is what you turn into number two, content. And then you take the content, all right, that's getting you conversations and calls and people saying, hey, let's do this thing. You're taking that and you're turning it into more leverage with a challenge or a webinar. And then when you've got that dialed in, you can scale that to like an automatic challenge or an automatic webinar or an automatic, SLO offer or something like that. So there's levels to this scaling game. There's levels to this thing. And a lot of times what people forget when it comes to daily client acquisition is they want to do something different all the time. They think that in order to get this different result, then they got to do something different. When the reality is, you just have to dial in your one offer, your one message, and then figure out how to get it in front of people with your launches and then scale it so it can acquire you clients every single day. That's it, all right? So hopefully that makes sense to you. And here's what I'm gonna offer you. If you want to put together your own game plan, if you want a custom game plan, I'm gonna offer you a chance to speak with one of our coaches to help you out. All right, they'll put you through what we call a client enrollment game plan call. It's a 15-minute call. It's absolutely free, and we'll go over your game plan for offer, launch, and scale. If that sounds good to you, click the link below. It's the first link in the description box. Fill out the quick form. That way we know everything about you, all right, and your business, your life. That way we know what's going on. So the call is effective, is efficient, 15 minutes in, out, bada bing, boom, boom, bam, bam, bam. And we can help you set up your custom game plan, all right? So that's how you get clients every day. Make sure you have a good offer, all right? If you need help with your avatar, there's a video down there for that, all right? Make sure that you have a clear launch plan that you can get on calls every day. Video for that, right, boom, right there, okay? If you need a script, blat out, there it is. Make sure that if you need help when it comes to scaling your business, Everyone scales differently. So make sure that you're in our Facebook group. That way we can help you out. All right. You want your free client enrollment game plan call? Click the link below, fill out that form, and we'll catch you on the next one. I'm out of here.